I have pretty bad inattentive attention deficit disorder. For example, I was enrolled in a study to test a treatment for it, and I dropped out of the study because I found it too boring. Um, and I don't talk about it too much. I don't think I ever talk about it in my content really because I don't want to like pathologize or medicalize everything about who I am or like put everything I do under the umbrella of my ADD or my ADHD or whatever. But this is one thing that I'm just wondering if it's connected to ADD or ADHD or whatever you call it. So I can't remember names to save my life. If you tell me your name, I have about 5 seconds to literally write it down in my phone. I have like a document of names. And if I don't, it's like it's surgically excised from my memory. Like people have talked about like, what if there is some sort of like science fiction tool where you could like delete certain memories? I have that involuntarily just for names. And I'll be like, oh, that's the person who looks like this and said they're from Ohio and they're here with their two kids for the weekend. And I remember everything else but the name. And then it also kind of feedback loops with a style of talking to people because I don't want people to think that I forgot their name. So I don't use names. Um, but then there are other things where I do just remember it. Like, for example, I was driving to a botanic garden where I'm volunteering today and I saw this tree on the side of the road that made these fruits. And it's this tropical fruit that smells like roses. And I was like, oh, that's Syzygium jombos. And then I was like, why do I think that's what that is? And then I Googled it, and that's what it is. I even know how to spell it. And I was like, how do I know that? but but there's a guy at the gate who I bought a chocolate bar for, at the gate of the Botanic Garden, who I bought a chocolate bar for on my trip, and like that I was recently on. Sorry, I was on a trip recently, and like coin flip chance, I remember his name versus having to go into my phone and like type the place he works, and then his name pops up because that's his name in my phone. Like, why am I like this?